Oshana, ladies and gentlemen, come on.
Thank you. Change the up.
I gotta slow your head down and put
Are you
your
kidding me, bro? Yeah, Jay, midgets, why do you hate them so much, dude?
Too small, weird hands. I feel like they bite.
Got it. Oh, shit, we're live. Oh, look at it. We're live. Sorry, guys. What's up? Guys, welcome to episode 20. Is it 20? We're on episode 20. We have to be because the other one was a joint Thanksgiving one.
It is 20.
It is number 20. Thanks for being with us, guys. I'm super excited. Our guest today, I'm getting old, so I'm taking notes, pal.
I love it.
So originally from British Columbia. Every time I hear that, I'm just like, it's too, you know what I mean?
It's very regal.
You're not from America.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to hold wine when you're like, I'm from British
Absolutely.
Columbia.
It's really just a bunch of hippies, though, up there.
All
That's
hippies.
a
I've been there.
ton of
I've been there
hippies.
many times.
Yeah.
Host, writer for my most amazing top 10.
Yeah.
He has a comedy album, which off the rip, I was like, I am going to be friends with this guy. It's called Tales from My Butthole. Che Dorena, guys. What's up, Che? Let's
Thank
go,
you,
baby.
buddy.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, dude,
Ryan Long, who
Yeah.
we had on the podcast. You remember him, Rob?
Yep.
He hit me up and he goes, yo, dude, funny. I go, stop. If he's funny and he's fucking awesome, I
That's
go,
all we need to know.
bring him on. He's a fellow Canadian.
Yeah. Me and Ryan came up in the same comedy scene together. Like, he was probably in it maybe 3 years before I was.
Yeah.
And then I came up to Toronto in 2014, I think. I've been doing comedy for about a year at that point.
Yeah.
And then just started grinding the scene and was and Ryan was one of the fucking top dogs.
Yeah, he's
and
dope.
then just came through, moved to the States, and then I just moved to New York in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pandemic, what was a pandemic? I always, no matter what, when people talk about LA and New York, I'm
Yeah.
like, pandemic, where were, because I know there's mad people. It's
Yeah.
a liberal, everybody's wearing a mask still.
So I was locked down in Toronto. Toronto, in terms of all the Ontario, in terms of all the provinces in Canada,
Yeah.
had the harshest lockdowns.
Yeah.
We were locked down. You couldn't go to fucking sit in a restaurant. You couldn't do fuck all. You could do takeout. It was that's fucking it. It was
Yeah.
strict as fuck. Mind you, that's when I blew up on social media.
Thank
'Cause
God, bro.
everyone
Good,
stuck
just home
aside.
chilling, right?
Yeah, home chilling. I couldn't do stand up, so I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this time? And
Yeah.
I just started fucking cranking out content.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
So how'd you, and we're going to show everybody in a minute, but so Che, you were doing a bunch of TikTok. TikTok was the first thing?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
first thing
yeah,
that
yeah.
happened. And it's just you. What made you think, because you're watching videos and you're commenting, mind you, like I said, I've been showing everybody from the office and people were, I was driving my boy Mav to lunch. He's fucking dying laughing. What clicked in your head to just be like, this is what I'm gonna do?
So I saw what my buddy was doing and the amount of views he was getting off of his TikTok, and I was like, man, even if I post something and it's shit, it's it's gonna get 3,000 views. It's more than you get at a show.
Yeah.
So I'd been hosting for Most Amazing Top 10.
Yeah.
So I'm doing on-camera stuff for them, and then also reaction videos.
Yeah.
So that was basically what the TikTok algorithm wanted. It wanted you to do these duets or these stitches where you're reacting to
Got
stuff.
you.
So I took that and all the skills from doing stand-up. So I'd watch a video, think of some jokes in my head, and then just riff these jokes out about the video I just saw.
That's so badass.
And just in line with my sense of humor. And then also I really focused on the content not looking too polished. I never did my hair, made sure the lighting or anything that was good.
Yeah.
Because I want my audience to be it's not about any of that shit. It's just about the jokes.
Exactly.
And so they just come in to see what jokes I make, see me commentate on stuff, and then have a laugh and fucking get.
What was the first one? Che, do you remember the first one where? Because I recently had one. Well, it was. We're in the break room. I'm I'm choking.
Yeah.
And one of our people that work with us comes and goes, Vinny, you good? And he goes to give me the Heimlich, and I go, 29 million views, and I'm like,
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I don't care what anybody says. You're sitting there you're like, oh my God. And 20 minutes later, it's at 10 million. You're like, what the hell's going on? What was the first one that hit that you were like?
The first one that hit was this. A few people had done a reaction to this video. It was one white chick and she's in a bathroom and there's 15 black dudes behind her. And
I saw that one.
Yes.
I saw
and
that.
everyone was like, oh, she's gonna get fucked, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh, what, you think you can handle it? And I had a different perspective on it. I was like, you're gonna find out really quickly what the pecking order of this friend group is. Who goes first? And also, if you have what it takes to get hard in front of your homies, can you fucking pull off the job?
Yeah.
And that went fucking crazy.
That was
viral.
awesome.
Yeah. And then after that, I understood kind of an angle how to hit, but I also when I started like being like, okay, I was already so busy that I was like, I want to make a certain amount of content, like 6 videos in an hour. That was the goal. But I also would spend an hour a day learning like algorithm, posting times, all this shit about TikTok.
Yeah.
So I was like studying what to do on the platform and then also studying how to make the content, which is like those two things together, I think was what made the formula for me to grow fast.
Got you. So excuse me. So mom and dad originally from Canada?
No, my dad's from Haiti.
Got you.
My mom's from Canada.
Got you. So you started doing stand up.
Yeah.
That was the first thing, Che. What was the like me? I just would watch George Carlin, like because my dad drank like a maniac. You know, we're old fashioned. We never left the house. So whatever they watched, we kind of were listening. And I heard George Carlin, and I heard the laughter from my mom dying, and I was like, oh shit, I want to do that to other people.
Yeah.
So what was your like?
So my first like.
Who's talking in the back? I hear somebody
Someone's
yelling.
gonna get fucking beat.
Kelly's yelling. Kelly, we hear you. Sorry.
Vincent's gonna get off the stage.
No, because I mean, it's loud. And now I know. Now I know what it's like because in the other building they're like, "Tell Vinny to shut the fuck up." Now I know. That's hilarious. But yeah, so what was your?
So like when I was in grade 4, I did public speaking and I did like a funny speech about my family, like a cutesy little speech or whatever. But
and wait, in fourth grade.
4th grade.
You on your own? You're just like, I'm gonna go there and talk.
You would do like public speaking as like a requirement, and like
Gotcha.
if you did it well in front of your class, you got to do it in front of the school. So I did it well in front of the class, you got to do it in front of the school. I remember getting laughs and it being funny. I was like, oh, that was fun. And then in high school, I did the same thing, but then I never thought about doing stand-up. I consumed stand-up like crazy.
Yeah.
Chris Rock was the guy when I was
I got
growing up,
you.
like watching Chris Rock like crazy. And then when I was like, I want to say 20 or 21, my brother hit me up and he was like, oh yeah, I started doing stand-up. And I was like, what do you mean you started doing stand-up? I thought you had to be famous to do stand-up.
Oh, yeah.
I thought like that was, stand-up was a byproduct of fame.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm just going to open mics.
Got
so
you.
I wrote material with the intention of sending him this material.
Got you.
And then I wrote enough of it that I was like, well, why don't I just do it?
Yeah.
And then I went and did it. I was actually living in Mexico at the time.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. That was just how old were you?
I moved to Mexico at 19.
So high school finished.
Yeah.
You didn't go to college. You were just like.
I did 1 or 2 semesters in college. I did a scuba diving instructor course through college, which allowed me to get a job in Mexico as a scuba diving instructor.
Well, how does that even? What? Who's laughing? Kelly, we hear you. She's like, she's in the back like, shut up. They put gravy on that? The hell is going on back there? Jesus. So you did the 1 year, and was there a moment where you're just like, this isn't, I'm not doing this. This isn't for me.
The only reason I took that course was because my parents wanted me to go straight to university out of high school.
Yeah.
And I didn't give a shit about any of that. So I was like, I'm going to find like a bullshit course, and which was a scuba diving course.
Yeah.
But it also gave me an opportunity to like, I grew up in like a stricter household, not a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
Gave me the opportunity to get some freedom, move out of the house, move
out of the country.
Yeah.
2 countries away.
Yo,
Exactly.
so Mexico of all
Mexico.
fucking places.
As a 19-year-old, like I was
Dude.
fucking loose, dude. Bro, like trying cocaine for the first time.
In
like,
Mexico.
In Mexico, dude.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, it was fucking sick.
Dude, how was that? Like, what? So you go there, you fly there,
Yeah.
Trey, you just show up and you're just like
I
scuba
showed up,
diving.
I had like $700,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, this will last me forever long. I had a job lined up, so I got the job, and then I just started working at this dive center. They fired me after not that long because I fucked up and I left someone at the surface and they like floated away, and a boat had to come like find them.
You're just down there high looking at fish, like, whoa.
Like I left someone up by themselves because they were like, "Oh, I'm sick, I can't go down." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Here, just wave this buoy and the boat will come grab you."
And what are you doing down there? You're just having
I
fun.
went down with someone else. So it was
Oh,
like,
God,
I was
that's-
like, this guy still wants to dive, so you're like, fucking, I don't know. And you're not ever supposed to leave someone at the surface by themselves. But I was 19, bro. I'm like, fucking, I shouldn't have been in charge of anybody.
And
Dude.
mind you, they hired a guy that you just took a course in college.
Yeah, took a course in college. I had like dreadlocks at that point too,
Oh my
and a
God.
pierced tongue.
Oh
like,
my
bro,
God.
who the fuck? They're like, yeah, this guy can be in charge of someone's life. Are you fucking insane?
But I mean, it's Mexico, and I'm not talking shit about the Mexican people, but have you seen the bungee jumping deaths that they have?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like anything that's going on over there. So I went Cancun. Were you in Cancun?
I was in Playa del Carmen. It's just
Playa del-
south of
got
Cancun,
you. Yeah, dude, I went to Cancun, and motherfuckers were like, Vinny, we're all paying $25 to jump
Yeah.
off this bungee thing. I go, are you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
It's like those carnivals that go from city to city. Do you see those rides? And like all these accidents happen, then people go, I go, look at the guy that's running it. He built that motherfucker.
He's like missing teeth and he's like patchy hair and shit. His eyes are wide from like meth or something. Yeah, he's like,
yo, he's missing teeth. You don't think he missed some screws on the ride?
Exactly, bro. He's like, it's good, it's good.
So you leave somebody up who's probably drowning.
They're like float. What happens is they float for so long that we come back up, and he's floated further than us.
God.
And then we meet up with him. We're stuck at the surface forever. And then he wrote this bad review.
This guy's stranded me in the ocean.
Dude, I told him I was sick. He lets me float.
Go fuck yourself.
And I'm pretty sure the guy down there is like, you're like, don't worry.
Nah, we're fine.
And I'm certified.
Yeah, we keep going,
Oh
dude.
my God, Chad, that's
So now you're fired in Mexico with $700 to your
So
name.
I got fired, but then I got a job at another dive center working.
for going diving in Mexico.
Yeah.
Chad, you show up, they're like, hey, mira, we heard him. He's the guy that left the guy.
Yeah, no, come on.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we need someone.
Yeah, it's so
But
funny.
I think I only got the job because the girl who used to work at the other place, she quit and she was like a receptionist at this new dive center.
Got you.
I think she wanted to fuck me.
Oh,
and so,
okay.
so then
I got
that
it.
was like my in.
Got you.
And then I worked there for a while. I was bartending for a bit. I like worked at a call center and shit. But it was like that last year I started doing stand up. I literally just Googled like Playa del Carmen stand up. And it was a group of like Canadians and Americans that did stand up for just like tourists.
Random.
Yeah, randomly.
It's like a cruise ship type thing, but just on land.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I just started doing stand up with them. I did it like once a week. Like we would just do it at this one bar.
Yeah.
Then I really loved it. And I was like, this is what I want to do. So I sold my dive gear and I moved to Toronto because I was like, that's the best scene in Canada to do stand up. All my family was in BC and I had like no money. By the time I got to Toronto, I had like $25.
Holy shit.
But I knew if I went home, I would have been too lazy. I
Yes.
would have like stayed with my dad, and I would be like, oh, I'll go when I save money. And I was like, I know I'm just gonna be too lazy. I'm never gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
So I just went to Toronto. I had no money. By the time I got to downtown Toronto, I had nowhere to go. I went to a Starbucks. I Googled Toronto homeless shelters.
Shut the fuck up.
I found a youth shelter, which is honestly, a youth shelter is not that bad of a place to live in.
Yeah.
It's like
in Canada. This is in Canada.
in
right?
Canada,
How
yeah.
old are you?
I'm 22 at this point.
So you could still live in a youth shelter at 22.
I think it's up to 24.
Okay.
You can
Oh,
stay in a
shit.
shelter.
Okay.
And so I went there and they're like, sorry, we don't have any beds. So like we can feed you, but you got to go to a men's shelter, which is that's a rough environment.
Yeah, no shit.
But as I was eating, one of the people who was staying there showed up and he's wasted. And they're like, oh, they have a zero tolerance policy on alcohol there because it's like they're trying to get people off the
Clean,
streets.
yeah.
And so he wasn't able to stay there tonight. So like, we have a bed if you want to come now.
Yeah.
So I stayed there for 6 months. I got a job, saved money. I stayed in intermediate housing for about 2 months. Then I moved into like a comedian house that was like this rundown, like grungy place.
Yeah.
But then I just like kept working up the comedy ladder. Like even when I was staying at the youth shelter, I told them I moved there to do stand up.
Gotcha.
So then so they would let me go out and like break curfew in order
that's sick.
in order to keep doing spots.
And you didn't tell so you just kept it from your family. You don't want to let them know that you're like, yo, I'm struggling.
My dad knew. So my parents had just split up like not too long before this. I wasn't talking to my mom. Me and my mom don't have a great relationship. But my dad knew, and he came to visit me. And he didn't say anything at the time, but my uncle told me that when he went home, they sat and they had lunch, and he cried and was like, he's going through his thing. I had to go through my thing as well when I moved to Canada. And I didn't even feel about it that way.
Yeah.
I, for the first time ever, had a purpose and was like, I want to do this.
Beautiful.
So even though I was homeless, I felt so good because I had direction in my life.
Yeah.
And that was all it was about.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, because I was in my car for a minute, couldn't tell my mom, because, bro, I left the military and I just went Hollywood. I literally had a suitcase, and I feel like all the comedians that are really funny, you have to be homeless and you got to sleep in your car.
Yeah.
You got to get almost raped by like a homeless dude. Jay, that's the moment you said shelter, homeless, I go,
boom,
that's it.
he's got it.
He's in. And like and it's crazy. So then in Mexico, you're performing in front of these like tourists and shit that are obviously they're all faded. They all want to drink. Because well, it's like I'll tell people, comedy cruise things. I've never done one. Somebody tried to get me on it, which is good money, but I feel like once you do stand up and your set is done, I don't want to be around anybody. I mean, especially if you do well. I'll take pictures, smiles. If you bomb, and a lot of these motherfuckers do, you're stuck on a boat
with these people and you just bomb. Then you got to see them at like lunch and shit.
You're at the buffet and all you hear is, that's the one that sucked.
Yeah.
And you're like, who said that? You're like trying to eat like a salad and shit.
And you got to be like clean and cutesy and like
the
nice.
whole time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you can't drink. One of my friends was on it. He couldn't. They said you can't drink. You can't hook up with anybody.
Boo.
Bro, boo. Yeah. Are you fucking bananas?
What am I going on a cruise for if I can't get drunk and fuck some strange chick?
On a boat, like,
On a boat.
especially the movie Titanic is so dope. I'd want to be, dude. We're comedians. Like, we're on like this.
Yeah.
Rob, all the time. There's not a dull moment. You don't think I'd be if I met a girl? I'd be like, listen, it's late. Let's go on the end of the ship. I would even make her lean over the fucking thing.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
do the
that's
whole
our
thing.
Like, live your life.
Make her pussy wet, reliving the fucking thing,
Come
dude.
on,
yeah,
dude.
That's like your move. You do it, you go, I never did this to a girl before.
I
But you
know.
do it to every
Every week,
cruise.
yeah. There's guys up there watching like, oh shit,
he's
it's
doing the thing again.
Shay's doing the Titanic. I'm gonna fuck you, your wet thing. Let's go. People are recording you. Shay, that's fucking dope. So Shay, I watched a lot of your stuff, like I said, and I saw like the one of them. I think Nat, if you could find that one with the toenail. Okay, so there's two types of people out there. There's the people like. I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many?
I got 2 sisters and a brother.
And your relationship, you guys are chill?
Yeah.
Okay, so and where are you at in the pecking order? You middle?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest?
Yeah.
Okay, so my sister is one of those people, bro, like Dr. Pimple Popper, I can't, like this bitch will be eating pasta, meatballs, and she's like, look!
Yeah.
It's squirting.
Yeah.
So you don't
I
mind, you
love
love
it. I
So
love
Che,
that
if you're a
shit.
friend or family member, and you're like out, you guys are at the beach or something, and you see somebody with a white head on your back, are you the guy that's like, yo, my bad, but are you that guy?
If I would never do that to a stranger,
Yeah.
but if they were like, ooh, could someone get this? I'd be like, yeah, I would get in. Like honestly, that would be like a God sent moment. I would think
love
I would
it.
be like, that's good luck that I just
Yeah.
got. This guy's got some weird thing. I dated a girl where I would get the ones on her back. I'd be like, fucking pow,
Like
pow.
girls would
Yeah.
love, Joe, Nat, you would love that, right?
I would not love that.
No, Nat, what if you had like 9
I would
blackheads on your
not-
back, but you got
no.
Che back
I
there?
would go have
Like,
someone
listen,
take it
bitch, you
out.
wore that open back dress.
No.
It was disgusting.
I could see all the holes, man. Yeah.
Fine.
My mom has hard, like she can't see well. She thought she was looking at like Mars. Like
Yeah.
your back looked like Mars.
Like a Rorschach test.
Like get rid of it. Like oh
Dude.
my god. So yeah, because I saw one of them. So you do everything from the ingrown toenail reactions to the big girls riding
yeah.
the bulls, and so you're definitely one of the dudes that would be like just.
Oh, dude, in there, like any of that kind of shit, it's something satisfying about seeing it. It's like you're getting the bad out.
Yeah,
that's
it's like
what
a
I
demon.
like.
Like
Yeah,
you're
We're
exercising a
cleansing.
pimple.
Yes, exactly.
Dude, God bless you, bro.
We're cleansing.
You should wear like a priest thing and just like this. I'm doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Rob, are you?
Put
Are
some
you
holy water on it right before you pop it.
Because Rob, you're married. Does she do that to you, or do you do that to her? Are you a pimple dude? Do they?
No,
Do
but
you
she
guys?
likes the shows. But she likes that. Oh, women love all that dumb shit.
No, but now you
all the
said-
crime
I don't
shows.
like
You don't
that
like no
stuff.
popping.
I'm good.
You're like.
Now, will I do it for someone that I care for if they need me to? I will, but
But you're
it's
not
not
going
like
out
my
seeking
like
it.
favorite thing. I'm like,
Oh.
I would usually tell them, and then if they're like, "Can you help?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll help."
But like when there's one on your own body, though, be honest. When there's one
Yeah.
on your body,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just like, yes.
On mine, yes,
good
sure.
one.
Like
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm weird where I'll save it in my head. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna eat lunch first.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna fuck because I see you. Because
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
somewhere, Che,
Oh,
where you-
dude, yeah, the back guys.
Gotta
and
get
you're
it
like
ready.
fucking. All of a sudden, I have like I can like a snake. I can pop my fucking joints out and get
you're
back
like
there.
what are those people called? The
Like a contortionist.
Contortionist?
Yeah.
Double
fucking-
jointed.
Yeah.
Dude, I would pay to
Oh,
see.
see,
the-
we got shit on the screen
Che, yeah.
here.
Okay, go,
Yeah.
Che. I'm gonna trip you up, bro.
Yeah.
So Che, that's my toe.
This is your
Zoom
toe.
in. Zoom in on that.
I can't even
Yo,
look at
zoom
it
in.
myself.
happened?
So can you zoom in?
I'm trying,
No, it's all
yeah.
good. So Che, as a military guy,
Yeah.
okay. So but back up a little bit, babe, so you can see the bottom where the neck is. Okay,
Oh
stop
my
right there.
God. I
so
can just barf.
I,
God, that's gonna
I
make me sick.
military boots and
Yeah.
wearing boots, and I got on, and my toes are fucking fine, but I
Yeah.
went too far in, Che, from the military. Now what happens is they stab you with like 9 needles, bro. When I talk, like, listen. Fuck the nail coming out. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
The needles, and he's like on the 7th one, and he's just like, "Are you numb yet?" I go, "No, it feels like you're hitting the bone,
Yeah.
dude." So it's finally there. They put that like tourniquet, so there's no blood coming out, dude. Your
Yeah.
foot looks like a cadaver. So Che, he numbs you up, and then they cut straight down
Yeah.
and pull that out.
And just fucking
Yank
shrink.
it out, and then bro, once he
Yeah.
releases that thing. 10 seconds later, no drugs. All you hear is, all I feel is, and I'm like, oh, and he's just writing a script. He's like, no, that'll go away after. You go downstairs and wait for 2 hours for this fucking medication.
Yeah.
And so like now I have to be very, very careful. They're back to normal.
Yeah.
But one little inside clip and it's back to that.
That shit and like pus and all the shit's
dog,
coming out of it.
And like,
Bro.
and when you're going through stuff like that, no matter, I don't care if the hottest girl in the world's talking to you and you're like, my toe is pussy.
My got pussy
My
toe.
toe
Yeah.
is
I don't know if I can bring her home because she's gonna see my pussy
yeah,
toe.
no,
Yeah,
I can't.
You're trying to hide it, hanging off the bed.
Yeah.
Wear socks.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I
yeah,
keep-
cause dude,
Yeah.
I fuck with socks on.
Oh,
I don't-
you're a socks guy.
I'm a
Why?
sock dude. Listen, what do you mean why? Like it's a
Because
fucking
you
it's
need
bad.
grip. Don't you need grip?
No, these are the ones that have like the pajama
you have
bottom.
the-
I know, I fuck, yeah. And yeah, it's just, okay, so check now.
I feel like you
Like
should have to
fluffy.
warn a chick if you have those on.
Is it-
Yeah, they should. It should be like legally, like I'm about to bust your back out, dude. Like
grippers.
Yeah,
They're
if
grippers.
you're like fucking.
Yeah. Because mind you though, Jay, I'm just being, because you know I'm a safety guy. I was a cop in the military. If God forbid something pops off, or I have to run or grab a gun, or there's an earthquake, I'm not.
You're prepared.
I have hardwood floors. I'm slipping the fuck everywhere.
you're ready.
So I'm gripped up, bro.
You're always gripped up.
And I'm a dude. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna go on a limb. Robert, you an ass man? Because I'm gonna ask him.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, ass over titties, right?
Yeah, ass
okay.
over titties.
So, here's my question. It's not even a question. It's like I respect the stuff that you shoot and you talk about too, because you're not sorry for being a dude, because you're
Yeah.
30 years old. That's still, me and Natalia talked about it, bro. At your age, this is prime. In your early 20s, you're just, bro. I'm sorry that it pisses people off. Testosterone's a real thing, bro.
It is, and you
when it's
fucking
in
go.
your prime, bro,
Yeah.
you're just like a caveman. We're not acting
Yeah.
like that because the society tells us, yo, you chill the fuck out.
You gotta turn it down. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the caveman, like the caveman. We came, no matter what you say, we're Neanderthals. We
Yeah.
came from those. When you see those like those hairy, that's us, dude.
Yes.
Now we have nice sneakers and we do our hair and shit. But bro, back then, and I always thought about how lucky we have it now, like because we could speak, right? Like to holler at a girl now, it's like, hey girl, you want a drink? Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Back then, there was none
of that
You're
shit,
just
no.
a caveman guy.
You just come around, you fight, you just beat the shit out of each other.
Club them and then drag
Yeah.
them back to the
Yeah,
cave.
that's when they came out with the name club.
Dude, yes.
That's the club. Because you go to a girl and the guy, there's no language. It was just
No.
like,
That's it.
and if she was like, he just went, that's the name of a club. That's what I call a club. Oh,
good
shit,
old
Jay.
days.
Like, you want to go to the club? There was a club. Like,
Yeah.
nah, he's,
There's a fucking episode of Planet Earth. One of the it's like the ice one.
I just watched it the other day on my brand new TV. Yeah.
So
love it.
the polar bears, I always remember this scene because I think it's so funny. It's
Yeah.
a polar bear's about to mate with a female,
Yeah.
and then another male shows up, and he beats the shit out of him, and then the other male fucks off.
Yeah.
But then she's like, oh, he's good. So she keeps him around for like a week.
Yeah.
And it shows him at the end of the week, and he's like bloody and
the
battered.
hell up.
And he's like following her. He's like still waiting for the pussy. He's like fought off male after male. And then she's like, he can have the pussy now. And he hits it. And then he's like, oh my God.
Oh, God, just to get some ass, some
Just to
polar
get some
bear ass.
bro. He like went through a war,
That is
bro.
so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And the older you get, you try to now, I try to analyze everything. I try to find out, why am I this type of dude? Like, and the older you get, bro, your testosterone, we talked about that, your testosterone decreases.
Yeah.
But like the visual, my brain is still like, when I see girl, bro, and I'm not being a pervert, but we kind of are, because like when I see an ass, bro, I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out too, Jay, because when you look at boobs, I think it's the cleavage. Something about an ass and the, because like when you
that
see
shape,
it looks
yeah.
like
It's the crease.
It's the crease. It's the crack. It's the shit. And bro, I have a problem. Jay,
I got
real
a
talk,
crease
dog.
problem,
I have a problem. I was driving and I saw a girl with an ass walking. I drove around and pulled over and just like posted up like on the wall just to look at this thing. That's
dude,
bad.
yeah.
That is horrible. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in San Diego. My friend Renee Garcia, which I'm gonna be going to San Diego in December. Bro, I swear to God, we did one of the San Diego Comedy Club with Josh Nelson. I forgot, Josh Nelson, shout out. Dude, they run PB Backyard Comedy, and it was not there's a main club in San Diego. I'll figure out the name. But bro, we're driving, and we're coming slowly up to a light. I'm not fucking around, bro. I look, this girl is wearing white spandex. She's out there on purpose, bro.
Yeah.
It's noon. beautiful, like one of the nicest asses I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And me and him are just having one of those perverted moments. And I'm slowing down. Che, I get rear-ended. Matt, I get like to where the horn went beep. I hit the horn, and I go, what the fuck? I'm a road rage guy. I go, fuck, pull over. He's not getting out. I go, pull over. We pull over. I go, dude, what the fuck is your problem? It was, and he goes, dude, very honest, which I respect. He's like, bro, there's a girl with her ass. And I went, we were doing it too. But I go, come on. Like, we had a time moment. I go, fucking pay attention. And then there was no damage. So we had a moment. He's like, dude,
the ass is so good.
It was so good. It was such a moment of just pure, just like
bro,
caveman, brother.
Yes.
Oh, damage! I would have fucked him up.
This is what you guys look like.
Oh, Che, if there's a scratch, bro, it's almost like the Lord. Because dude, he hit me good. My bumper just boop. It fucking Toyota Corolla. Bouncing back, bro.
Great car.
And I'll just and it's just like there's something, and I'm happy that I haven't lost it because bro, I'm 44, so. The horniness is diminishing, but I'm a visual, like I appreciate the female, but I'm not a pervert where I'm just, at the mall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna yell out. I'm not gonna grab you or some shit. Like, but no, just I see it and I go, God damn, that's great. It's so good, bro.
I love it. Che, like I want to hug her. I'm like, listen. Does your mom look like that? Like I always have questions.
I always have questions.
I always want to be like, excuse me,
the
come
genetics,
here.
break it down for me,
and then,
please.
And then can you, and Che, I swear to God, bro, before I even really, I started looking at all your stuff, this randomly, because this comes up on my story, because I'm an ass dude. If this is how you want to find out who a person really is, go to their Instagram, hit their search, and look at what's the popping up videos.
Yes.
Mine is just...
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
And that's
So people could see. Oh.
That's where your algorithm reveals itself, dude. I
shit
honestly
right now.
had this conversation the other day. Mine is like gym girls, like girls that are like pretty fit. They got those fucking spandex on that are like, they're pulled up into the ass crack and shit. The wedgie chicks, I got those. And then I got like toenail and like pimple popping things. And then fucking and then UFC fights. That's like my whole algorithm. That's it.
That is just a man, the definition of who you are, bro.
Yes.
Toenails, ass, beating up people.
That's it. I'm like, I love it. I love it.
You're a winner, dude. And then I just...
You're a winner, dude.
You're a winner, bro. So this video, the computer went bye-bye, Nat?
No, I had to log in. But
Oh, no, it's all good. But yeah, dude, I might as well tell the story till we get that. Because I wanted to show you something that made me die. And dude, I saw that, and I go, oh shit. Is the algorithm trying to tell me that Che, I go, he's coming, right? So, and then
like,
Che,
I love this.
another funny ass story. Dude, every time I have an ass story, my friend Renee's involved.
Yeah.
So I'm checking IDs at a door in LA, working during the day. It was like Cinco de Mayo, that same day that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I'm checking IDs, bro. My boy is... Che, no bullshit, bro. From here to where the Transformers thing is, right?
Yeah.
What would you say? Is that what, 20 yards?
Yeah.
20 yards away. So, Che, his back is to me, and he's drinking with two girls that we know. He's drinking a beer. This girl walks in with one of those, from the front where you could tell. I'm celebrating in my head. I'm like, oh my God, and she's beautiful. She was nice. Get ready. She walks in, bro. This is how you know, like a real ass connoisseur, like. I go because I want to let my boy know because I'm not a hog. I want to share.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I'm not fucking around. Before I go, yo, Renee. He turns around and goes, I know. Like he was already on it. He just felt, he felt it.
He has like Doppler radar.
Exactly. Like I didn't have to. Like his back, dude. How did he know, bro?
Dude, it's a dude thing. You just you sense it as soon as you see it, and you're like tapping guys like,
Yeah.
I did that. I was at a wedding in Mexico, and there was the photographer was so hot. She was she's like had these tattoos. When chicks have one of those tight ponytails where like there's not a hair out of place, and she's on these like little sports shorts, tight body, tattoos, all this shit. And I'm there with a few friends and one of my boys, and I go to my boy, I go, did you see the photographer? He goes, did I see the photographer?
I have her Instagram already, but I found her.
Like, bro, did I see the photographer?
Oh my God. And then, so Che, I saw this and thought of you immediately. Like these type of girls, they're like, we know what you're doing, and good for you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. That's what makes this fucking country amazing.
Yes.
You could do whatever the hell you want.
Yes.
And this is one of those where I just thought of you, like, those are her feet. For a second, I was like, is her boyfriend underneath her? With his legs up? But yeah, can you put is the volume up?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Jay.
I swear the only thing that you guys ever want from me is to see me do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. That is
No, what book
care
are you
about her
reading?
thoughts and
Yeah,
opinions.
what book are you reading? Like, what? And mind you, this girl has millions and millions of views, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it is.
That's it.
She's just
That's
like
all
that.
It takes, man. That's all it takes.
143,000 likes on that video.
Yeah, by the way, that's
How
gonna
many
go up by the time
shares?
we're done. She's
That's what like this, because all these girls are like OnlyFans girls.
Yes.
And what OnlyFans created was like before, if you were a hot chick, you're doing slutty stuff, like you would maybe get a big Instagram following. You do this, do that. Maybe you go into porn if you're really gonna push it all the way.
Yeah.
But OnlyFans created a direct line between being hot and finance.
Yes.
Like you can
Yeah.
immediately commoditize your sexuality.
Yes.
Right away. And that's what these girls are just like, if I do this, like if I did this normally, no money.
No,
But she does that, she makes $20,000.
Yeah, dude, it's
like fucking crazy.
It's banana. And we were talking about this, and I think a teacher just got in trouble too now. A middle school teacher.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Jay?
Yeah.
A middle school teacher got fired, or she had to cancel OnlyFans, or she got fired. And it's like, leave her alone, dude. Let her. She could teach the kids, just as long as she's not trying to, fucking hook up with them.
I think the kids found her OnlyFans is what it was.
No,
Yeah.
what? No.
Yeah, but if the kids are old enough to find that, then what's the fucking problem?
it's a
Those are the
parenting
students. It
issue.
wasn't like
Shit,
6-year-olds
so she got
finding it.
banned. Yeah, Natalie, can you scroll down so I can read what they're.
But let me ask you a question. Any of you, do you subscribe to anybody's OnlyFans?
No.
And just zoom in a little bit now so I
Vinny,
can
do
read
you?
it. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not on any dating apps. I don't watch any. I don't pay, bro. There's so much porn out there.
Yeah.
I'm
it.
not paying, Che.
So do you know
Exactly.
anybody that is a subscriber to OnlyFans? Like
I
don't.
I have girls that I follow on Instagram and Twitter,
Yeah.
but I don't subscribe to their shit. I know that they're making a ton of money, but I don't know anybody that's actually admitting to subscribing to
Some
that
people are. I've gotten a few free subscriptions. Some chicks who have OnlyFans have like slid in my DMs have been like,
Yeah,
I would
good
like
for
to
you,
bang
man.
you.
Let me smell your
And they
fingers.
give me,
Good
and they
for
give me the
you.
free shit.
Che,
Yeah.
Che, we're hanging out at some point. All right, so an 8th grade teacher in Arizona and her husband have lost their school jobs after they recorded OnlyFans videos in her class. Come on, that's being creative, bro. They're not gonna build a set. Wow. Wow. She claimed it was necessary to supplement their low salaries, bro, using the alias Chloe Carter, the Thunderbolt middle school science teacher Samantha Peer uploaded the X-rated videos. Dude, now I want to see it. They banned her. Look at, oh, she's a little hottie. Okay, dude.
The funny thing about this is this probably blew up her OnlyFans more than anything
But
else.
did they ban her
look
off?
at her.
Did they ban her?
She
Can
looks
you play the video?
gross.
Let me hear. I want to hear because I could.
I don't know.
I'm gonna watch this after.
Oh,
I
she
have
makes
to.
the statement.
Yeah, she makes a what's the statement?
Oh, it's 5 minutes long.
No, well, you hear the beginning. I'm gonna go.
Or some of you might know me by my alias, Chloe Carter. I was an employee at Thunderbolt for 5 years. And within this
All right,
time,
shut up. I'm
all
already
my
bored of her. I'm
experience-
not gonna watch it.
I do like how she turned it into like an
Ew.
economic issue.
Yeah.
She's like, I wouldn't have to do this if you paid teachers more.
Yeah. And she's like, fuck it, we're giving money to Ukraine and Zelensky.
Yeah.
She just goes on this rant and then you feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel bad for this chick. Oh my God, dude, that's so freaking funny. I don't know why this just jumped in my head because I think it was all the ass talk and the New York. Well, Chad, I'm pretty sure you
Yikes.
date girls. You have what were you saying, Nat?
No, I said yikes.
Oh yeah, no. I had a discussion. I had a talk with a girl on Saturday. Mind you, this is post Thanksgiving, so the food's done. It's not. I'm not being a pervert. Talking on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, and she's like, "So do you ever like, would you ever let a girl lick your butt?" Let me explain something to you. When a girl comes out the gate like that,
Yeah.
that means she does it.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Che, let's not
Yeah.
be stupid when a girl goes, "So have you ever gotten your ass like?" That's like, if you ever tell a girl like, "Hey, do you like giving head?" That's what he
Yes.
wants. That's what we're fishing for.
Yeah.
And she was like, I was like, I don't like it. It's happened. I have two. Because you know what? The first thing is, there's nothing cool about being
They like this, and then she's just like,
I don't know if that's the
There's
position
nothing
to
cool.
do it, though.
It's
And
a
you're
lot
like,
of
how
times
is
it's like
everything-
that.
Yeah.
I would go knees first.
You go-
Can you show me knees first?
No,
Go
like,
on your knees
you
and let me
go
see
like,
what
You
that would
think
look
this
like.
is cool?
It's worse.
Yo, Jay, you're just on your phone.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Are we good?
At least from this, you can see what she's doing.
Yeah,
You
that's
can, keep
That's
an,
true.
you can keep an eye on her.
It's like a
When
show.
you- Yeah.
Yeah, the other way, a dog
When,
can
yeah,
sneak
hands
in,
and
you
knees.
have no
You're like,
idea.
what's going on back there?
Yeah, her gay brother just shows up. He's like, my bad. I thought,
Dude, I thought it was a buffet.
I thought we were having a good time. No, Robert, get out of there. I just came up with a name that wasn't
Bro.
named to you. But
So,
yeah,
what, so what was your answer?
So no, well, she asked if I liked it, and I go, it was more weird than liking. So, and I'm not gonna say no names. I was in New York at one of those dope ass, not the Dream, but what? You know if I mention it. It's a sick ass hotel. My friend is upstairs with the girl that he's seeing, and this girl, just like my New York, when I would go on the road and go on tour, she'd be in New York.
Yeah.
And she was one of those. Dude, I love it. I can't even say her name, but she was just light-skinned chick, just a musician. I loved her.
Yeah, she
all
was
right,
like-
she could have been the one.
She was on the roster and like Queen in New York. Like
She
you go
was
to
the-
New York,
bro,
you get first dibs.
I was holding hands. Like I only see her like twice a year. I would hold her hand, and then nah, I love you.
The least you could do.
She like,
Hold her hand.
hey, I've been asked like, you better hold my like, pinky or something.
Yeah.
But yo, Chase, so we're at the room and she's like, I wanna, and I was just like, it was weird because I wasn't in any of these positions. I'm just laying flat on the bed
Yeah.
and she's back there. It was very, very weird. It was crazy. And then we hook up and then our friends hit me up and he's like, I'm coming down in 5 minutes. You guys better be fucking, like he was one of those punctual.
Yeah.
I go, oh shit, let me jump in the shower. Che, I'm in the shower doing like, everybody has a routine, right? Hair, I do the armpits. And then bro, I go to clean my ass and I get to my hole and I'm not, dude, one of the scariest moments of my life, I feel, like, cause I want to clean my asshole and there's a bump and I go, oh shit, I have can't, like, I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
God,
you're
there's
like,
a tumor. I have a
I'm
tumor.
dying.
Che, and I'm investigating,
Yeah.
fucking Dr. Pimple Popper, and I touch and I squeeze and I pull. She left bubble gum.
No way.
I swear, God's my witness. And bro, you as a comedian, I'm like, are you kidding me? And I call her. I'm like, hey. I call her. I'm like, get in here.
Do you want
and
this
she runs
back?
in. She looks guilty. She knows. She's like a kid that broke something. She goes, and I was like, what is this? And she's like, oh my God. She's like, I've been going crazy because I thought I dropped it in the bed. I go, no, it's in my ass.
No way.
I swear to God. And then my friends, Shay, once my friends walk in, that's
Yeah.
the conversation.
Yeah, you go, guess what I found in my ass.
Do you let girls go fucking nut? Like, do you let...
So I've had my ass eaten a few times, but I'm the same thing where I'm like,
just like a regular conversation.
yeah, like it's, definitely, there's one chick who I saw who like loved to eat my ass. Like she would like get in.
No way.
It was like, even before we banged, we were like sexting and stuff, and that was like fun. Some of
She
her
loved
opening
it.
shit. She was like, I want
And
to
you
eat your
can't
ass.
deny her, Che.
No, but I'm like, it doesn't do anything for me. And also, like, I don't know if for some other people, like, the sensation isn't like so titillating that it does anything. I think it's more the idea of someone eating your ass. Like, some people are like, if she's eating my ass, X equals Y, and that turns me on. Like, that's, it's something, it's just something they fetishize.
Yeah.
It's like feet. Feet aren't naturally a titillating thing, but some people go nuts
They
for
love.
feet.
Oh, dude,
They
what do you
love
mean?
'em.
There's some OnlyFans girls that they're just
Just feet.
doing this,
Yeah.
and guys are like cha-ching.
Yeah.
There's-
Send me your socks. Send me
Oh.
your socks.
And
Yeah.
I told the story before, bro. I saw a girl run out of a bar,
Yeah.
and because it was packed, so we couldn't let anybody. And she's like, please, I'll give you $20. I go, I don't want money. Just hurry the fuck up. My manager, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Her friend's standing there, and she goes, I go, what? You could go out with her. I'm not gonna. You could come. And she goes, no. She's like, I'm just mad at her. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, she's meeting up with a guy, giving him a pair of used underwear of hers for $200. And I was like, are you dead serious? And she goes, oh yeah, dude. This girl starts skipping in, happy as fuck. I go, excuse me, did you just like? And they're all drunk. I go, did you just give your dirty ass draws to some random? She goes, yeah. I go,
Yeah.
show me the money. She just wadded up. You know, it came from a
Yeah,
pervert.
yeah.
And I'm not joking, bro. As this conversation's happening, I just see a car drive by and there's a guy like, Che, just
Fresh.
And
Yeah.
Che, I kind of respect. Listen to me. I think, especially when it comes to like strippers and prostitution, which prostitution is the oldest profession.
Yes.
In the world.
Yeah.
Google it if you guys want to. Paying for sex. I think that type of stuff helps with like, there's crazy dudes out there.
Oh,
We're in
yeah, yeah.
control. We're all nuts, like I
Yeah.
said. I can control myself.
Yeah.
Like Rob, I don't know. Rob looks like he does shit on the weekends.
That's right.
Exactly. Married, but he does. He's like, honey, I'm going to play golf. Kills a family of 4. But I think society needs those little outlets for those fucking people. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh no. Yeah. I think, and also, if it's a consensual transaction, she's making money. She's like, I'm willing to sell this. He's like, I'm willing to buy it. It's the fucking economy, baby. Welcome to it.
Yeah.
Capitalism 101.
Exactly.
If there is a market, it will fucking happen.
Bro, I'm just so mad. I'm just so upset that like there's not like an OnlyFans for like the dudes where I could just, dude, I would happily.
So sell that shit.
Bro, let me explain something. If my face wasn't shown, I
Yeah.
would. I'm not even joking, bro. I would just
Fucking-
because there's some pervert in like Pennsylvania. They're just like, let me see your asshole. Okay.
Oh yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Fucking
You don't
cash
see my
money.
face and like just make it pucker? I'm in, bro. Sign me up. Sign
Would
me
you-
up, Rob. You wouldn't do that. All right, Rob, be honest with me. And that,
Depends
hold
on the cost.
Huh?
It depends on the cost. For like how much you'll do all the butthole and penis stuff.
$20,000 a month. You wouldn't sit there with
No,
your,
I would. I
with
didn't say I
lighting.
wouldn't. How much for your face in it though? Because anybody can do butthole and pee-pee.
Listen, let me
But
say
to
something.
actually put your face on there.
Listen, I wish I had a camera this way to see. Che just went, that's a very
Really good.
Che, hold on. If $100,000 a month, I would 100% not only have this,
That's
I'd
$1
be
million a
looking
year.
out
My name's Vincent Oshana.
there. No, see, I didn't say no masturbate, nothing. Just my asshole.
Just
I would-
the asshole.
Just that, just like making it sing or like put like a funny like a hair piece on. Like it'd be
Yeah.
funny.
No, there's like that's the thing is the money is so good. And it's like there's have you ever heard of Amaranth? You know who she is?
No.
Yes.
Amaranth, you know
Yeah, oh,
Amaranth?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Rob was like, yeah. Oh.
She lives in Orlando. I know
Does
all
she
about
actually?
Oh yeah, I know all about
Oh,
that.
yeah, you're
Now
like-
it's getting creepy.
Her address is 248.
Yeah. Wait, who? Yeah. So wait, who's this person?
So Amaranth she's like the titty streamer on Twitch. Like
Yep.
she's kind of the chick who's famous for like pushing her titties up and like getting views. She broke down her pay scale, and this is just platforms. Like she has other forms of income. She makes $100,000 a month off of Twitch, $100,000 a month off of Instagram, and $1.3 million a month off of OnlyFans. And it's like, you're looking at that money, and people are going like, oh, it's degrading, it's this, it's that. It's like, bro, okay, you're sitting in an office, you're working 9 to 5 with some dude who's crushing your back and making you come in on Saturdays. Isn't that degrading?
It is.
And you're not even able to get out of it. You're going to do that till you're an old man, you're dead. She's like, what, like 20-something, never has to work again. She said, she goes, when I started doing Twitch, couldn't afford to put gas in my car. Now I own 2 gas stations.
Yeah, she's like the #1 Twitch chick.
Yeah.
And then she got
What's
into
her name?
OnlyFans later, which is crazy
Yeah.
that she makes 10 times the amount
amount
in a
a month.
month
But the-
from what she originally started doing it. Back
Yeah,
when she was
but-
making $100,000 a month in Twitch,
Yeah.
she's like, I'm fucking killing it. Then imagine making 10 times that much just
On
showing
only,
your
just a boom, I don't know, we're blown up
Oh,
on
if,
that.
listen,
She's
what's her
so
name? What's her
fun.
name?
Amaranth.
Amaranth. By the way,
AMOURANTH.
Dude, this guy
Roberto.
knows.
I've been following her since like 2016. As soon as I started on Twitch, I'm
wow,
like,
she's a very simple redhead. What is she?
She got
Curvy?
big tits.
She
Yeah.
has- are they real? Or they look fake.
I think they're fake.
So
Yeah.
it turns out that her husband was running some of her accounts too. There was some shit going on where she like started pleading for help.
Yeah.
It got real weird like a few weeks ago where she's like, I'm being
That's her
held hostage
husband.
by my
Is that her
husband and
husband?
shit.
Well,
Is that her
I-
husband?
I heard that there was some shit where
Oh,
he
that's
was like, she wanted to start including him in her content.
Gotcha.
She was like, hey, let's stream together. And he's like, no. If I come in, we're gonna fuck up the bag. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
all
'cause
these-
everybody
the
thinks I'm
money, I don't want
single.
some dude. Yeah.
The simps are all gonna fuck off. And she was like, it's I'm the star.
Yeah.
I want to do this. And he was like, no. And they had a whole discrepancy. And then she went online and was like, fuck this guy, he's a tiny dick. Like, fuck it. Yeah.
Like, why? Like, come on, dude.
And what do
Like,
you, but if you're the husband, what do you do? Because I wonder if they had a prenup.
I
Because
don't
if
know,
not,
yeah.
man, that fucking guy
He's
stepped
making
into a
away
boatload of
clean.
cash.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, you know what? Do it by yourself. Meanwhile,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
collect
God,
half
yeah.
that money sitting at fucking
Yeah.
home.
dude, and-
But she had a sacrifice. Okay, yeah, she's making all this money, but now she's just like a public whore.
oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
No offense.
technically, I mean,
You know?
so wait, you would do it you would show your stuff. Okay, Natalia, I want to ask you, and then we're gonna, because I want to know, honest to God, is there monetary amount that you would? Because I mean, dude, she has great parents, and I'm not being disrespectful. What I'm saying is there a price for OnlyFans? Because they're showing their face, and I'm not saying because they're not having sex on there, are they?
I don't know. I've never looked at her
neither.
content.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rob, you know.
Well, I can tell you that. Like, are you asking prices for me? Like,
He's like, how much
No,
are
I'm asking, can you have sex?
cost?
Like, is it like porn on? I don't know. I know that
oh
they're
yeah,
naked.
yeah, you can have sex.
You have
and
sex
stuff
on
there.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
So-
yeah, and or I think you're talking about specifically hers.
Oh no.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
in
saying
general. Oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
do full porn
Oh, my
penetration,
God.
everything. Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yikes.
So what? So now there's no price for. Not showing your face. Showing your face.
No.
Because we were talking. Good
I'm
girl.
good.
Because we were talking about this. She was like,
I'm
some
good.
guy hit her up.
Even
DM
a
her, was
million
like,
a month, like Amaranth or
No,
whatever.
I'm
it is?
good.
No.
No.
I
I'm
love
good.
yo. 'Cause
Good
there's
for
some-
you.
Yo,
Yeah,
Che,
I'm good. I wouldn't.
good girl.
Yo, that's
I wouldn't.
Cut to
wild.
Natalia tonight
As
has, like,
much
a
as
mask.
much as tempting as that sounds,
Oh
like
my-
don't get me wrong, it sounds very tempting, like
Yeah.
that money, but I think about like what are you really doing, like, morally? And I don't know, I just wouldn't feel okay, like, being, like, exposed like that.
Yeah.
And, like, walking around and people knowing, like, what's hidden, you know? Like,
I got you.
It's just there's something valuable about privacy.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's essentially like sometimes like the only thing you have at sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I feel like when you expose yourself like that, like
Are you close with your family? Do you have kids?
No, I don't have kids. I am close with my family, so that
That's
also
always,
does play.
like, because
you
then
know,
it's
for
like
sure.
if your family was like, because especially if people are ruthless on the internet. So
Yes.
if they find out, oh, she's doing porn, and then they'll just dig up who you are and then
Yes.
send videos to like your mom and dad,
Yeah,
just to be shitty people.
But it's
Yeah.
easy to say, I'll turn down $1 million here hypothetically.
Yeah.
But if we put $1 million for a full year in a briefcase in front of you and gave you $12 million,
Yeah.
I'd find it very hard to say no. Because that's
I would
money
say
that
no.
I could take care of my parents with.
Yeah.
Okay, people are going to send them photos of me with my legs behind my head and me
Yeah.
waving,
Yeah.
going, hey, but guess what? My parents are living in a fucking baller estate in Vero Beach. Not
Yeah, but
fucking
it's the
worried about
lazy
anything.
way out. Like you're literally busting it open for some money. Like there's value to hard work. People who work hard, you view them differently who make money. Like to me, OnlyFans girls, like I view them as like essentially like confident, like bold woman. Like really just I don't give a crap type of woman. But when I see like somebody who like works long hours, sacrifice, doesn't go to their kids' certain events, like there's value to that. And to me, like those are two different type of like entrepreneurs. And you can see the difference.
100%.
I've met OnlyFans women and I respect them. There's nothing wrong with them. But I've also met like successful entrepreneurs and you can literally feel the difference
course.
between the two
Of
money-making individuals.
Yeah.
So I know it's like tempting. Now, if you're asking me like, do this or like we're gonna kill your family, like okay, I'll fucking do it. Like I will do it then, you know. But if you're saying like for money and then you know
Turned
that's
into the
it,
Saw porn all of a sudden.
I'd rather marry a rich man. I'd rather do something like that.
You were about to say something?
Oh no, I was gonna be like I totally agree with what you're saying about the different vibe of these people.
Yes.
But I will agree that these girls work their ass off. 'Cause
No, they do.
It's a competitive ass
I'm
market.
sure
And
they
it's
do.
also an
Yeah.
interactive. They have to be interactive and doing that
And
shit
like-
They're
constantly.
fans, bro.
Like-
It becomes a business.
Yeah, she's streaming for like 8 hours at a time.
And then they go
like,
to the conventions on the weekends
And
where they
they're
got to
doing all
meet the
this-
perverts that
Yes,
whack off
and
to them.
shake the
Absolutely.
hands and everything, yeah.
Hi, Emma.
Yes.
Rob.
But like this doesn't take much brain power, and
Not
if
at
it
all.
does, it's in one specific area of like expertise. Like usually business people, they become experts in like certain areas in order for their whole business to run. Because like when you start a business, you're everything at first.
Yeah.
So like the mindset of the two individual is different. Now, are they hustlers? Are they grinders? Absolutely, they have to be. You know, but to me, like I value the people who really take the hard way out and like really kick ass. Like to me, I'm like, wow, like respect. You know, respect to them too, but like
But I think
in
there's
different
like,
ways.
There's discipline that goes into that because they have to maintain their body, so they got to eat right. They've got to live a healthy lifestyle. They've got to go to the gym, things that people normally do. But like for you,
not
when
that
you were
hard.
starting out doing your Instagram video, like you're kind of the male version of this, where you go and you study because
With
it is.
talent,
There's a
though.
lot of work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
with
talent.
comedy, where you have to go and you have to learn the business model like you did.
Yeah.
Then you have to go and create the business, and then you have to use the business model and all the skills you learn to make that business successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
a ton of money in
and
perverts.
then go
and
so
comedy.
much. Oh, so
Although
much.
that going to our point,
Yeah.
like thank God, bro, thank God, because I feel like, you know, and you know, we talked about this a little bit, Che. Like being a man now is almost like, I'm telling you right now, it feels like the future is gonna be like illegal. Like you're gonna be like, hey, you're gonna have a boner. They're like, what that? You can't have a boner,
Put the
dude.
handcuffs right on your dick.
And your balls. What are you doing, sir?
I think in terms of that, I think it's a pendulum shift back and forth. Like I think we're in an extreme time where the masculinity is under so much scrutiny.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna swing back where not only it's gonna be like we're gonna have less of a light on it, but it's gonna become more appealing. Like more women are gonna come out and be like, no, I want a guy who's confident and fucking takes care of me and does this whatever like toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity,
Yeah.
which is bullshit. It's like, bro, we still need men in this.
I think that's
country.
and that is the pendulum.
Yeah.
You ever hear that saying? I had to Google it. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. We're in that portion where we've had the good times, and now it's created a generation of pussies and sissies like me that are going to then when we're in labor camps and the Chinese own us, then I'm going to go, oh, it's fucking, we earned it. We did this to ourselves.
I mean, it's technically like, I feel the shift, bro. It's like, I mean, and Natalia, the testosterone, I know there was a stat from the other show that we did where, bro, men's testosterone is dropping drastically. The food that they're trying
rates too.
Sperm, and I get it, bro. It's all nothing, bro. Chad, I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists.
But the food is fucked, or they're fucking with their food so bad.
Fucking disgusting, bro. And like, you gotta pay. I order my shit like grass fed.
Yes.
Doggy, it's you're paying a little bit more. Your body, you have one of these lives.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
you
100%
feel
right.
it so much.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just in Jacksonville. I was like, I can't drink this water. The tap. I was like trying to get water out of the tap.
Bro,
I was like, oh fuck, it tastes gross. I was like, they're fucking with our food in all sorts of ways. And the low test thing is real.
Yeah.
Like if you have a bunch of dudes with low testosterone changes the way you think and interact with people.
100%.
And then you have all these guys acting in certain ways. They're like more feminine or they're like less aggressive or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like it's literally a chemical imbalance in your body.
Yep. And bro, mind you, like all the transgender and all. I mean, it's called gender dysphoria or something like that. Where, bro, society is just slowly. It's not slowly. This past 5 years, I'm gonna say 5, 6. It's coming. It's happening quick, bro. It's coming, and everybody, dude. It's like being not a tough guy, but just being a dude right now. People look at you like yo, we're like,
the
relax.
fuck's your problem?
What is your problem? I was like, bro, testosterone is in my body, bro. I have hair and my ears are growing fucking hair. It's like, I'm sorry, bro.
I think, but like we're talking about the pendulum, like I think we will, it's just that we never needed before to be like, we're dudes, but now we need to come out and say it's okay to be a dude. You fucking do whatever you want. But at the same time, the whole like the threat of the transgender movement, I feel like that's the same thing as like rock and roll or like video games. There's always a menace that the media is like pushing. That's like, it's gonna get your kids. It's gonna fucking get your kids. And it's like, bro, it's like fucking transgender people aren't after your kids.
No.
And
Nothing's
you're right,
gonna
they do
fucking
that now with like the drag queen bingo and all that shit.
They're coming for you because it's always your kids, because it's how can you not be justified in trying to protect your children? But it was rock and roll before. It's like, oh, the devil and blah blah blah. Video games are gonna rot their brain. They're gonna become violence. Rap music, blah blah blah. It's just a new thing that they can demonize against the children, when it's just a community of people that are fucking doing their own things. Like you and I and whoever else don't want to partake in changing our gender. We're just like, we just fucking keep doing our fucking thing. And these people don't give a fuck.
I to be honest with you, the one thing that I love about the transgender movement is that it gave me the excuse not to go to gender reveal parties anymore. I'm done, bro. I went to 4 of them because now I'm like, whoa, this is offensive because the kid has to choose.
They haven't chosen yet.
Yeah, who the fuck are you? I get mad, bro, and then they go, dude, just stay home then. You don't gotta come to it. I'm like, no. And bro, it's only a matter of time till, which I can't, it's gonna happen sooner or later, bro. They're gonna have like miscarriage or abortion reveals where it's like, everybody come here, and it's just black smoke, and you're like, gotcha. Like, what the hell was that, bro?
You fucking nuked that one.
Guys, she got rid of it 2 weeks ago. You guys got to do it. But hey, you guys still drink.
Yeah, everyone get drunk.
There's pizza coming too.
She fucking it goes black and she shotguns a beer and everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
People bought like gifts and shit. Like, what the hell? Do we return it, bro? Gift registry.
Return it. Keep it for yourself.
No, but I feel you. But I do feel, Che, because I don't have any kids. Rob does.
Yeah, I'm an asshole that had a gender reveal party too.
Rob's that asshole.
Shut my mouth.
Spending money on shit that I can't even afford. But I feel you what you're saying about the trans thing, which again, let them do the things. And mind you, some of it is a mental disorder. I wish them all the best, bro, that they could find themselves, because a lot of these people that are getting like these surgeries are younger kids, and it's weird, bro, because I have been seeing it, especially with my family members, where they're like, Brittany, you should see the stuff that they're teaching them, and besides the transgender stuff, which it's none of my business, but like the schooling, the teaching, everything that they're starting to do with these kids. That's right, bro. Kids that were going, parents were going to these parent-teacher board meetings and conferences. Dude, they were trying to stick up for their kids about all different issues, and our Homeland Security is trying to make them into domestic terrorists, which is weird, because I feel where you're coming from, but like, my kid's future, I'm talking about like I have one, but that you better be hands-on, because bro, who knows? My school, they didn't give a shit. They were just like, football, here's mathematics, this is that. Now I think it is a shift because, like you said, with the testosterone and everything leaving these men, there has to be a reason for that shift. And I think it was Andrew Tate that said, once you get rid of the men, the strong alpha men, you could just come in and
you can wipe
take
everybody
over,
out.
bro.
Yeah,
And I think about it. I've been watching China's.
You see the shit with the lockdowns? It's scary, man.
Che,
No, I haven't seen what
this
they
is random because it hasn't happened in over 10, maybe 15 years. China, the public, has finally been like, fuck this, because they're COVID lockdowns. They're beating them like, dude, because in China, they have little cells that they push you around. It's fucking insane. Joe, some of the go ahead, Rob. Keep saying
they have drones that go around and
they
spray them with chemicals, and then they've created these.
Yo, Che, I'm telling you, bro.
That's fucking terrible,
dude. And there was a BBC reporter that was just down there filming, and he films for BBC China, and he's just filming them protesting back against the authoritarian and the military.
Yeah.
And they end up arresting that dude, and all of a sudden they're like, now journalism doesn't even exist in the Western world.
That's fucking crazy,
bro.
dude.
And it's happening.
I saw the protests going on with the people at the Apple factory. They all lost. They were like tearing their shit down.
But I mean, these are probably a little bit comical. I mean, because of the Washington Post.
Yeah.
But bro, I saw ones where the guys that were in the hazmat suits, people are beating them.
Yeah.
And listen, if you're punching me and my family because I'm not wearing a mat, like look at this shit. They're not messing around, bro.
Yeah, Jesus.
Bro, mind you, this is what pisses me off about our country. This government, they would love to have this shit. When they're trying to lock us down, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was in LA. There was a dude when COVID was like mid happening. There was a dude in LA at Santa Monica on
paddleboard
by himself.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of the ocean, and they're like, "Hey, and they arrested him.
Yeah, you should have seen the boat started. Natalia, see if you can find it. The boat started swarming after the stand-up paddleboarder in California.
Stand-up paddleboarder
like
arrested
the
him.
Coast Guard's like,
bro,
you can't be out there by yourself.
But like, what are you gonna give a barracuda fucking COVID?
You're just like, dude, that was like the Florida shit was so appealing because it was like it's like you can just live your life. You can just do it.
Che, move
and
here.
everyone was fucking fine.
Yep.
Everyone was like, no one
Dude,
fucking caught anything.
We stopped doing the comedy club that I worked at was one of the last ones in the country to shut down and the first one to open up and go do shows, and nobody fucking got sick.
No.
I know that it existed and it could easily be spread, but we're going to mics where there were 15 comics on the bill and there's 30 people in the audience and we're trapped in a room, and so you're talking about 45 people all breathing the same air. Everybody was fine.
I stayed the court. I didn't believe them from the beginning. It was all, to me, it felt like a setup. And now look, all the science came out. They were all full of shit. It doesn't work. There's still, Fauci was on Face the Nation yesterday. Still just, he's like, dude, get fucking 9 boosters. And
I was like, bro, we're over. No, we're not doing shots anymore. It's like
look, everybody did what you guys wanted to do. Move on.
Exactly. It's like they're trying to be like, oh, if people are still getting sick, it's like people are gonna get sick. Human beings get sick. That's a part of life, is sickness.
100%.
It's like and we're just gonna fucking move on past it.
We'll be fine. Yeah, we're gonna lose people, bro. And that's what people, Americans especially, don't want to hear.
Yeah.
People are going to die.
Yeah.
This virus came from China, from Wuhan, and mind you, it's still, you can't even talk about it because it's racist. I don't give a fuck. It came out. All these reports are coming out. They were doing gain of function research.
Yeah.
We own that lab.
Yeah.
We're funded it. You know what I mean? Dr. Fauci, who I don't trust him at all. He's leaving soon because, and mind you, the Republicans ain't gonna do shit because he's a bureaucrat and he's been, bro. Trust me, he's in. Nothing's gonna happen to that little rat. But because mind you, Democrats are the G's. Republicans bark, they don't bite. I've said that many times, and it's happened. People are like, well, when they have the House and Rand Paul's gonna, and what's he gonna do?
Dude, the thing is, no one's doing. Both sides are gonna keep trying to fuck you.
100%.
They're like they get the new guys in, and they're like, okay, how can we keep taking money from you guys and keep our pockets full? And like all the insider trading shit that went on while COVID was happening, like people coming out and saying like, oh yeah, we're not gonna shut anything down. Everything's good. They already got word that things were gonna shut down, and then they moved their stocks from like fucking food and beverage into medical services so that they can make more money on a bunch, and everyone's losing their jobs. Everyone's just trying to fuck you and fuck you. That's why I'm like, you vote all you want, but if you really want to vote, you got to get outside with like a brick or a torch or some shit.
You have to fight, bro.
Gotta.
And listen, you got to fight. You got to, like, bro, that's what, and mind you, they have us fighting, and like George Carlin said it the best, bro. He goes, that's how the ruling class works. They keep all of us fighting over race, religion, stupid shit, while they're up there just millions and millions and billions, bro. Fucking trillion. The COVID, the vaccines, that's $1 trillion business, bro.
You know what we're missing right now is a new like Genghis Khan type figure. Because what Genghis Khan did is he went to there was all these rivaling tribes that were fucking with each other, and China would come in and like steal their women, steal their crops, like just keep fucking with them. But all these small tribes were at war with each other constantly. And Genghis Khan came in and was like, hey boys, look who's fucking with us.
Yeah.
They're fucking with us. Oh. Let's stop fucking with each other, get everyone on the same page, and then he took over like all of everybody, dude.
Yeah, but when you try and do that now, they deplatform you, take you away, and then they go, "Oh, you're misogynistic, you're racist, you hate the Jews." There's all these different reasons.
There's always a way to do it. I'm not saying I'm going to do it.
And then Chafe, like as a person, I'm not really religious. My family was, Syrians were technically the first Christians, and I believe in God. I have my moments where I have my own one-on-ones with the higher power. But it's like I feel it's going to have to be something of a whole. I don't think it's going to be a human being to do it, bro. It's going to have to be something. Because the alien, every week, it's like, all right, guys, they're here. Yeah. I think they're waiting for the next moment. And mind you, though, I think even if, Che, that moment comes where we're kind of going to get together, and like, you need a threat to get everybody together to take away all of our freedoms. There has to be a threat that's not. Because, I mean, the 9/11 and all the shit that happened, and that they expanded, it almost seems like it was kind of set up.
Patriot Act.
Yeah, everything that happens, all those fucking, all that shit to control us, I guarantee you, once we start rising, mind you, that's why they love the demasculinization, like all the testosterone leaving from men and shit like that. They like that shit because nobody's going to fight, nobody cares. Yeah. And then if we do, you know what they're going to say? Hey, guys, we have a threat from an alien civilization. They're going to come attack us and we have to take away. You guys can't go here. Dude, that's not too far-fetched, bro.
No, it's not.
To lie about an alien coming.
Yeah, no, that's not too far-fetched at all.
How scared would you be if that came on scene? Like, guys, an alien, just hit us up. Yeah. They're going to attack unless we listen. And
you got to, we got to trust the government. You got to trust us or you're going to die.
Yeah, these are the guys that have Fauci banners in front of their house. Dude, I would kick all those down in LA. I was that guy. I'm like, nope, he's a snake. I knew he was a snake from. He's been around for 7 different presidents, bro. He's a bureaucrat.
He's a short guy. You can't ever trust short guys.
No, he was on Face the Nation.
I'm a short guy. I know.
Napoleon's dude, he was on Face the Nation. Yet his feet couldn't even touch the floor. It's cute.
I almost didn't hate him because I'm like,
was like particularly. And if you watch Fauci, he can't say the word particularly because he's a New Yorker. He's just sitting there dangling his feet. Scumbag piece of shit.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
He's a scumbag. Fauci's a scumbag.
You're from British Columbia. Was the Canadian government did you guys have the same sentiment that you can clearly hear that we have here in America about the United States government?
Canada's much more liberal, so that we were much more. I know. So also it was different everywhere. Alberta was the one province where they were like, we don't give a fuck. We went on 2 tours, like comedy tours in Alberta, because that was the only place you could go on tour, and we were wearing masks because we were like, if we get sick. Like we're not. It's like they were like, that stupid thing. It's gonna protect you. Like, but we were like, yeah, but if we get sick, we gotta cancel the tour. Yeah. So we have to fucking wear masks and shit. But so that was where it was all open and you could do shit. Most of Canada was like getting locked down. Fucking what was it called? Quebec protest hard because they gave Quebec a curfew.
Oh shit!
There was like I can't remember. There was a breaking point. There was like I think it was after because. Ontario got locked down like again after a summer when they're like, okay, if we vaccinate everyone, where everyone's gonna get vaccinated, we get to 80% vaccination rate, we're going to reopen the country. Yeah. I think they said 70, then they said 75, then they said 80. Yeah. And then we got to 80 and they're like, oh well and like people then eventually they opened up and they were talking about then they closed right after Christmas, and everyone just went out for New Year's parties and partied on their own. And everyone was like, "Fuck this! We're not fucking staying inside anymore." Some restaurants were like, "We're staying open. We're done," because so many businesses got fucked over that time too. So many people got fucked. So the sentiment at first, I think, was very much like, it's fine. We'll do what we need to do. But then shifted super hard, and people were like, "We got to end this."
And bro, you'd have to be an idiot not to feel like, dude. Mind you, I stayed the course. I haven't been vaxxed. I haven't done nothing. I got COVID. I've said this all the time, and I remember the day, bro. Trump was like, China, and he did this, and I coughed, and I went, oh shit, I got it. I've been around people, bro. I've been all around. I'm fucking fine. And Fauci, I'm gonna quote him. He said, if you've got it, if you've gotten sick, if you have a virus, you don't need a vaccination. You don't need to be vaccinated because that's the best vaccination. Is I have. And there's a documentary out, Died Suddenly or Suddenly Dead.
Died Suddenly.
Yo, Che, I'm going to send it to you. It's only on Twitter on their thing. It's their actual account. It's not on YouTube. It's not anywhere. Bro, you want to get scared out of your mind? It's what the vaccine, these people are seeing to people that they haven't had COVID,
Yeah.
the vaccine, and it's making their blood like nasty, and they're just dying, bro. And do me a favor, go to see that stuff is found in people's bodies, those
Yeah.
little calamari things. so yeah, go to the top, put died suddenly, and go to news, and then hit news. Watch this, and because people are just dropping dead, like
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school kids, and people don't know what the phenomenon is.
Yeah, yeah.
And look at this. Again, go to news. You hit the news portion. These are all towards the bottom. Those are all people that are just all dying. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, all people that are just dropping dead.
Out of fucking nowhere, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
it's not out of nowhere. Like, we get it, bro.
Yeah.
But like that was my move. I was in Cali, bro. And
Yeah.
Florida should be its own country because, well, everybody made DeSantis look like he was a freaking psycho. What? Especially people in LA.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, he nailed it.
And yeah, and everyone was fine. It's like, oh,
It's perfect, bro.
we're all
You're gonna-
fine. We're all back to normal.
You know what? Florida should just be like it's the Sunshine State.
Yeah.
Yep.
It should be called the you do you, like you
Yeah.
do you, bro.
Yeah,
if you want to mask your fucking kid and go.
Yeah, go
do
get
it.
vaccinated, do whatever
Go
you
do
want,
whatever you
yeah.
want. You're not gonna make everybody do it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna figure it out on our own. We're not that stupid, bro.
Yeah.
But now I think that was a test run because now whenever because the CDC and the WHO, that's why I love or hate Trump, bro. That's why I respect him in the sense that he was like, man, fuck, we gotta listen to like Dr. Fauci. I know I keep going back to him.
Yeah.
There's no second opinion.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
only gotta listen to this one fucking guy.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
about anybody else
Yeah,
want to
there's-
try?
Exactly. There's doctors and stuff all over this country.
And
that
they
would,
tried talking Che, but
Yeah.
guess what? They fucking deplatformed him. All the guys, Dr. Malone and all the people that went on Joe Rogan, everybody, I know these people in LA, they're
Yeah.
like, those guys are fucking kooks. They're crazy. I go, why? Because they were on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, it's like they have a different opinion. It's like, this is what we should have the discourse like this.
Thank you.
And they had, and we were like watching, and like all the news around it was like, they're like basically fucking Florida and Texas are on fire. Like there people are dying in the streets and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, all this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys are fine.
Dude, and we made it, bro. And
Yeah.
like LA, everybody that was worried and shit. Now I'm
Yeah.
just like, I hate when people say, I don't want to be the person to say that I told you so. I do.
Yeah.
I love going. Che, I like going. Then I fucking tell you guys.
Yeah.
The masks were bullshit. I showed them the videos of what Fauci said.
Yeah.
Masks don't work.
Yeah.
They do not work. They're for medical professionals that are, and because you're touching and you're moving all the time.
Yeah.
I go, the vaccine, yeah, Trump, it was Operation Warp Speed. I go, don't you have to wait for 10, 20 years to see the reaction?
And they're
you
like-
guys are just, people were begging and standing. I have cousins that were like, oh, my kid, as soon as my kid was like, hi, Dad,
Yeah,
stabbed
yeah.
them.
Dude,
How
yeah.
do you know what's going to happen to their heart?
Well, that's the thing is like it wasn't properly tested and fucking they were just cranking it out and it was like mandatory to do anything. I had to fucking get vaccinated because I had to fucking work.
Yeah.
I had to fucking get on planes so I could fly around the country.
Exactly.
Canada was super strict. Canada just lifted masks on planes in October.
Shut the hell
I'm
up.
not fucking around with you.
October?
In October, just lifted masks on planes, man.
Oh my
it was
God.
like so strict for so long on so many fucking things, and people were so fed up with it. But it's like I was like, what am I gonna do? I gotta fucking go on the road. I gotta
course.
do stand up. I
Yep.
gotta work. And I was like,
Yep.
but I was also like, I don't know where the fuck else I put in my body. I do like fucking strange coke from weird people. So I'm like,
You're like, I'm
I was
doing
like,
cocaine
fucking bang.
on bathroom toilets in a club.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get the shot,
yeah.
bro.
So I was like, just fucking stick it.
But
in
you
me,
have
dude.
you had no side effects. You're,
Nah, I
you're
had
chilling.
nothing.
So
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
I mean, dude, the vast majority are chilling.
Yeah.
But there are a lot that, like, dude, I just had a girl, Katie Hernandez, Army captain. She's
Yeah.
having heart problems now. She's 30 years old.
And like, I just wish that it was less because there was this huge taboo about not getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
I wish it was more like, if you want to get vaccinated, go. If you don't. And it's like, and then maybe individual establishments can decide like, okay, we want to protect our people and we have people who are immune deficient or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you have to be vaccinated to come in here.
Yeah.
And then if another business was like, we don't give a fuck, you come in.
Yeah.
Let the individuals decide.
Yeah.
But it was like, no, these are the rules. Yeah.
I'm so happy, and I just know, dude, another one's gonna come at some point because
Yeah,
now
yeah.
they know they tested, they ran their tests, and
Yeah.
it's fucking effective. I hope it never gets to the China situation because that's why I love America, bro. The Second Amendment and shit.
Yeah.
No, you know why they treat them like that? Nobody has a fucking gun in China.
Yeah.
I dare you to go to Chicago
And
and be like,
fucking-
hey,
Yeah.
mass, like,
Yeah.
bitch, everybody's gonna bow. But
No, if shit kicks off again, I'll fucking drive.
you
down
come
here.
to me.
Yeah,
I have
fucking-
guns. I have guns in here, bro. I don't give a fuck. But yo, Che, dude, I laughed. My face hurts, and that's always a good sign.
Let's go.
So Jay, we're I know you because you're on tour right now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be in fucking Milwaukee on December 7th, Chicago December 9th and 10th, San Antonio December 16th, 17th, 18th, and Honolulu on January 7th.
And then they can just go to your website.
Yeah, chaderena.com for all tickets. Everything's up there.
Everything's on there, and his Instagram is fucking.
And there's a link to his
it.
Instagram in the bio.
There's a link to his Instagram in the bio. Che, real talk, bro. I think we're gonna be friends
boys.
for life, bro.
Yeah.
And the fact that you know that I got my butt licked, and you now we're brothers.
And you have as
And you
well.
had gum in there.
There's a sorority, and so Rob, you haven't. So you're not in the.
I didn't say that.
So we're brothers on a whole different level. But hey, guys, thank you for tuning in. Next week, I don't think we have any guests. Next week, I think we're working on one. But I love you guys. Love each other. Peace and love. We're out.